Building up a beast twin cat for this customer. He just decided to go with Oxi-Drives. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to install Oxi-Drives on your Oxidean or any other cat. First off, I'm going to show you what you get with the Oxi-Drive kit. With the Oxi-Drives, you get all this times two. You get the Oxi-Drive Outdrive itself, you get its mounting hardware, and you get its pedestal and adjuster. The Oxi-Drive itself is a telescoping outdrive. That means that it actually telescopes. The length can increase or decrease. It's all in this area. We have different mounting positions where it mounts on its pedestal. The Oxi-Drive is a full ball bearing outdrive. Full ball bearing, so it spins a lot better. You don't have to worry about a bushing. It's flat on the bottom, so it gives you a better ride surface and adds stability to the boat. Now when I say telescoping, I mean just that. It telescopes in this area here. And ours actually threads, unlike others out there, so you get a precise position when you telescope it. And here it is with the telescope screwed back in and shortened. First thing I'm going to do is remove the original outdrives. I'm going to start with this screw right here. Now, I'm going to loosen this adjuster screw and move the adjuster up and get it. Now, I'm going to loosen this big nut here. Now I've got this completely backed out. I'm going to move up and down. I'm going to pull this outdrive out. Came right out. Now I'm going to show you guys the quick way to do this, because you don't have to use the base itself. I made it so our outdrive leg fits the stock base on our boats, as well as TFL and others. You simply remove the base that's on there and screw it directly into what is already there. Now with my threaded adjuster right here, I'm going to match these holes up and get them perfectly aligned. Let me just go a little bit out. That looks about right. The Beast had really long outdrives, so you want to put it as far back as possible on this last hole. They're still not as long as the stock ones, but they're still going to work great. Reinstall this screw. You're going to make sure your length is right here so that you can get smooth adjustability of your height. If it's pulled in too much or pushed out too far, this won't move right. You'll know if this is adjusted right when you get movement like this. Reset the pin. Then you want to tighten this big nut back up, and the drive is assembled. These sure look pretty on here, especially with the anodized blue in here. It just looks great. Next, we're going to modify the shafts, and I'll show you how. These outdrives are a bit shorter, and you know our shafts are double butted. So the closest one I have is the Animal 285 millimeter shafts. Some will be here tomorrow, and we're going to carry on. Next, you're going to set and flat spot your shaft. First, you want to cut it to length, okay? So you get that set up by starting by doing this. You take your drive dog and slide it on. Try to find the deepest hub of prop you're going to use. Like this is the hub. Like the longest hub and the shortest one. Then you set it up to where if you get your longest one, you go all the way up to where you have enough threads to lock the nut down, but not just barely enough. Leave it to where there's a little meat on there. Then you take your smallest prop and you try it on there and make sure that the threads actually cinch it down. You don't want there to be a gap like that. You want it to be within the threads and lock the nut down. Then once you do that, you take this screw out of the drive dog and you take a pen or a pencil and you go in the hole and you mark where that hole is. Once I find that spot, this one's already been ground, but I take the shaft and put it in a vise. I take a Dremel cutoff wheel, go in, just back and forth slightly, back and forth slightly, back and forth slightly, and it makes that groove. Once you have that groove notched in, you cinch down the drive dog and put the whole assembly together. You're going to put your Teflon washer on. Now you're going to try to cut it to length, the whole shaft. Once you get that figured out, now you have to figure out the shaft length. So you put the shaft all the way in, and when it stops, you see this little gap? With a ball bearing strut, you don't want that gap because there's always a little vibration. It'll vibrate that bearing out. So, see that gap that's in there? You measure that gap, and that's how much you have to cut off the back end of the shaft. You get that all set, and our struts don't need a lot of gap right here. Just about that much gap is just fine, just so there is some gap. Grease the shaft like normal with your normal lube, but every now and then, take everything out and you squirt light oil into here. Just bearing oil. Use bearing oil plus your flex shaft greased, and you will have yourself a precision ball bearing set of Oxi-Drives installed on your boat. Why install some Oxi-Drives, you might ask? Because ball bearings spin a lot better than bushings, and they're a lot more reliable. They wear, but they don't wear in size. You don't get as much jiggle or play. Our Oxi-Drives have this flat planing surface, plus they're telescoping and you can adjust them to the exact length that you want them. If you want to install some Oxi-Drives in your boat, you will not regret it. And if you like this video and other instructional videos in a more real-time stuff with RC boats with someone that really knows what they're doing, not someone that's experimenting while they're trying to teach you something, subscribe to our channel, smash down that like button, and remember, continue enjoying radio control model boating. Bill Oxidean and the Oxi-Drives, over and out.